We are reconvening following the short recess of the Board and Public Works meeting for July 17th, 2024. At this time, we'll move forth with our agenda. Do I have a motion for approval of the minutes?
So moved. Second.
It's been moved and properly second to approve the minutes from July 10th, 2024. Any discussion? Seeing none, roll call vote.
Member Green?
Yes.
Member Allen?
Yes.
Secretary Morgan?
Yes.
Vice President Dumas?
Yes.
Mr. Vice President, we have 4 in favor, 0 opposed.
4 in favor, 0 opposed. The minutes from the July 10th, 2024 meeting have been approved. At this time, we'll move forward to claims.
President, we have before us claims to be paid on July 19, 2024. General fund is $65,134.12. For special revenues, motor vehicle highway, local roads and streets, motor vehicle restricted, park department, community development, law enforcement training, immunization grant, warming and cooling, solid waste, recycling, HIV prevention grant, COVID-19 health, COVID-19 CDBG, tourism project, park department, construction fund, CCI, consolidated area, workers' comp and unemployment is a total of $94,057.53. For EMS, public safety, neighborhood stabilization, foreclosure grant, ARPA, redevelopment non-reverting, Market Park, fire pension, and police pension, total is $387,962.56 for a total to be paid of $547,154.21.
Motion to approve said claims.
So moved.
Second. It's been moved and properly second to approve the claims. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Seeing none, proceed.
We have also ratification of claims for July 12th and July 17th. For July 12th, we have total payroll is $2,317,145.08. For July 17th, we have the summer program payroll of $124,538.89. And for the Park Department and Redevelopment claims, $71,167.95.
Do I have a motion to approve payroll claims?
So moved. Second.
It's been moved and properly second. Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor for approving payroll claims, say can move by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Abstain? Claims are approved.
That concludes claims.
All right, we'll move right forth with correspondence and agreements. The first correspondence that we have is in reference to 3D and K Lawn Care for lawn mowing services from the Public Works Department. 3D and K Lawn Care Services has been proposed to do lawn care services for 43rd Avenue from Broadway to Malcolm X Drive and or Georgia Street, also known as Georgia Street, to not exceed $11,000 for the rest of the season. At this time, I'll entertain a motion to approve 3D and K Lawn Care Services from 45th Avenue, Broadway to Malcolm X Drive in the amount of $11,000.
So moved. Second.
It's been moved and properly second. I'll pause for discussion. Seeing no discussion, roll call vote.
Member Green?
Yes.
Member Allen?
Yes.
Secretary Morgan?
Yes.
Vice President Dumas?
Yes.
Mr. Vice President, vote is 4 in favor, 0 opposed.
4 in favor, 0 opposed. The contract for 3D and K Lawn Care Services for 45th Avenue from Broadway to Malcolm X Drive to not exceed $11,000 for the remaining of the season has been approved. The next contract for correspondence from the Public Works Department is for contract and lawn mowing services for Flourish Church for 43rd Avenue from Harrison Street to Louisiana Street to not exceed $11,000 for the remaining of the season. At this time, I'll entertain a motion to approve the contract for Flourish Church for 43rd Avenue from Harrison Street to Louisiana Street, not to exceed $11,000.
So moved. Second.
Been moved and properly seconded. I'll pause and add any discussion. Seeing none for discussion, roll call vote.
Member Green,
Yes.
Member Allen,
Yes.
Secretary Morgan,
Yes.
Vice President Dumas.
Yes.
Mr. Vice President, the vote is 4 in favor, 0 opposed.
With 4 in favor and 0 opposed, the contract for Flores Church, 43rd Avenue from Harrison Street to Louisiana Street and not to exceed $11,000 for the remaining of the season has been approved. The next correspondence from the Public Works Department is for More is Better Lawn Care Services. Their contract will cover Colfax, 4th Avenue to Ridge Road, it's going north and south, 4th Avenue to Ridge Road on Colfax, and Central Avenue, Malcolm X Drive, going north and south. Their contract is not to exceed $13,000 for remaining of the 2024 season, lawn care season. I'll entertain a motion to approve More is Better Lawn Care Services.
So moved.
Second?
It's been moved and properly second. I'll pause for discussion. Clarification is that the Malcolm X portion is east and west. So the Malcolm X portion is east and west. The Colfax, they're covering from 4th Avenue all the way to Ridge Road, going north and south. And again, it's not to exceed $13,000 for the remainder of the season. That is bi-weekly cuts.
Do you feel the motion needs to be amended for that, or?
No,
No.
it was in here. I just clarification.
Okay.
No other questions, discussion, roll call vote.
Member Green,
Yes.
Member Allen,
Yes.
Secretary Morgan,
Yes.
Vice President Dumas.
Yes.
Mr. Vice President, the vote is 4 in favor, 0 opposed.
With 4 in favor, 0 opposed, the contract for More is Better Lawn Care Services to cover Colfax from 4th Avenue to Ridge Road and Central Avenue from Malcolm X Drive and not to exceed $13,000 has been approved. The next correspondence we have from the contract for lawnmower services is for Rough Hands Landscaping LLC. Rough Hands Landscaping LLC is adding to their current contract 7th Avenue from Utah Street to Lake Street, and a total not to exceed $21,000, but it will be an additional $6,000 amended to their contract. So their total contract adds $6,000 to that contract, which brings the total to not exceed $21,000 for the remainder of the season. At this time, I'll entertain a motion to approve Rough Hands Landscaping LLC amendment.
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second?
It's been moved and properly second. I'll call for discussion. Secretary, I know you're not a board member, but can you
Sorry.
go ahead? Can you add? I was gonna say, or Public Works, he can add if you want, but just the reason for the amendment and adding Utah.
Sure. So Rough Hands currently, and if you can, I see your, so I can tell the scope that they currently have. So I don't have that in here. Oh, yeah, but there's an area that they currently have. It is Clay Street and Old Holbert Road is where they currently are now. And so the Utah to Lake Street one needed to be added in, and this vendor already is in that vicinity and works in that area. So we were inclined to add that territory on to this vendor. It's a vendor that we've used for years, and that we are really satisfied with the quality of their work and wanted them to continue that area as well.
Thank you so much. Seeing no additional discussion, I'll call for roll call vote.
Member Green,
Yes.
Member Allen,
Yes.
Secretary Morgan,
Yes.
Vice President Dumas.
Yes.
Mr. Vice President, the vote is 4 in favor, 0 opposed.
With 4 in favor, 0 opposed, Rough Hands Landscaping LLC adding 7th Avenue from Utah Street to Lake Street. That would amend and add $6,000 to their current contract to not totally exceed $21,000 for the rest of the season has been amended and approved. At this time, the final correspondence for correspondence from the Public Works Department is for residential disabled parking signage new. The following addresses have submitted their application: 4323 West 11th Avenue and 4220 West 11th Avenue. All submitted documentation for both applicants has been verified, and the required fees have been paid upon this approval. This is for, again, residential disabled parking signage, new. At this time, I'll entertain a motion to approve this new signage.
So moved.
Second.
This moved and properly second, the approval of new disabled parking signage. Any discussion? Seeing none, roll call vote.
Member Green,
Yes.
Member Allen,
Yes.
Secretary Morgan,
Yes.
Vice President Dumas.
Yes.
Mr. Vice President, the vote is 4 in favor, 0 opposed.
With 4 in favor, 0 opposed, the approval of residential handicap parking signage new at those addresses, 4323 West 11th Avenue and 4220 West 11th Avenue, have been approved. At this time, we'll move forward with correspondence from the engineering department.
Next item on the agenda pertains to a request for advertisement. We have the engineering department is seeking approval to seek bids for the 2024 citywide street resurfacing project. This is also brought upon by the Community Crossings matching grant opportunity with the state. At this time, I guess I would like to make a motion to accept the request for advertisement.
Second.
It's been moved and properly second, the request to advertise for street repaving for the upcoming season. I'll call for any discussion. Any additional discussion? Seeing none, roll call vote.
Member Green, Member Allen,
Yes.
Secretary Morgan,
Yes.
Vice President Dumas.
Yes.
Mr. Vice President, we have 4 in favor, 0 opposed.
With 4 in favor and 0 opposed, the request to advertising from the engineering department for the upcoming street repaving season has been approved. Next, we have correspondence from the law department.
Mr. Vice President, we have a contract with American Eagle Security Incorporated to monitor the alarms, the security alarms for the warming and cooling centers that the city has for residents. The total amount of the contract, which will last to the end of this year, is $1,167. They will be paid at a rate of $97.25 per month for the service, and it's a necessary service. And I move that we approve this contract as written.
Do I have a second?
Second.
It's been moved and properly second to approve the contract for American Eagle Security Services for security coverage at the Warming and Cooling Center. I'll call for any additional discussion. Having none, and I'll just also add that I know that this was the least and best quote that was provided. They did quote a total of 3 companies, and American Eagle Security provided the best quote. So, if nothing else, roll call vote.
Member Green,
Yes.
Member Allen,
Yes.
Secretary Morgan,
Yes.
Vice President Dumas.
Yes.
Mr. Vice President, we have 4 in favor, 0 opposed.
With 4 in favor and 0 opposed, the contract for monthly alarm service system from American Eagle Security for the Warming and Cooling Center has been approved. Next correspondence we have from the law department.
Mr. Vice President, we have a contract, the ratification of a contract with SHI International, who provide OpenGov, which is a service that we use for business licensing and other things with the city. It has a interface on our website and allows people to put in their applications and helps the city process those efficiently. So it's a service we've been using for a while. This contract will take us through February of 2025. The total amount is $97,425.79. And as I said, it's a necessary service for the city. And I don't know why I'm recommending things today, but I move that we approve this contract as written.
It's been moved. Do we have a second?
Second.
It's been moved to approve the contract for software services for SHI International Corp., which is the ongoing software purchase agreement. At this time, I'll call for any additional discussion. Seeing none, At this time, we'll call for a roll call vote.
Member Green,
Yes.
Member Allen,
Yes.
Secretary Morgan,
Yes.
Vice President Dumas.
Yes.
Mr. Vice President, we have 4 in favor, 0 opposed.
With 4 in favor and 0 opposed, the contract for SHI International, the ratification of contract for SHI software purchasing has been approved. The next we've already completed our correspondence for the police department for the swearing of the officers. So we would do the rank adjustment. We received this correspondence from the Gary Police Department. It is a rank adjustment, a personnel action request from Chief Derek Cannon Sr., Chief of Police for Gary PD, and it should be made effective for July 12th, 2024. Effective July 12th, 2024, James Bond is being demoted from commander to civil service rank of sergeant. With the demotion of Commander James Bond to sergeant, the Sergeant Justin Clark will return back to rank of corporal. Effective July 12th, 2024, with the demotion of Justin Clark, Corporal Eric Green will return to the rank of patrolman effective July 12th, 2024. At this time, I'll entertain a motion to accept the following notions and adjustments to rank per chief police.
So moved.
Second.
It's been moved and properly second. At this time, I'll call for any additional discussion. Having none, all those in favor for the adjustment say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstain? The change in personnel action request and rank adjustment has been approved. Moving forth, we have correspondence from the fire department. Correspondence comes by way of Fire Chief Larry E. Tillman II and is dated for July 12, 2024. The fire department respectfully submits the request and retirement notice for Division Chief Timothy R. Haynes. Division Chief Haynes began his employment as a firefighter for the city of Gary on August 13, 1991, totaling of 33 years of service. He is retiring from his position effective August 16, 2024. Attached is the copy for his Division Chief Hines retirement notice, and all proper documentation has been notarized. At this time, I'll entertain a motion to accept the retirement of Division Chief Timothy R. Haynes.
So moved.
Second.
It's been moved and properly second. Any discussion? All those in favor, say aye.
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 Any opposed? We have accepted the retirement notice of Division Chief Timothy R. Haynes, and Corporation Counsel would like to add a final note.
Just want to thank Chief Timothy R. Haynes for his 33 years of service to the people of Gary. We know that that's a tough job, and we appreciate his service.
Thank you. We have unfinished business. The unfinished business from the previous meetings, it was a ratification of contract for professional services for Occupy Community Services. At this time, I'll entertain a motion to continue to leave that on the table.
So moved.
Second.
It's been moved and properly second that Occupy Community Services unfinished business will continue to be left on the table. Any discussion? Having none, all those in favor say aye. Any opposed? Objections or abstentions, excuse me. The contract will be, the item was leaving unfinished business. Next unfinished business we have is a contract professional services for Metric Environmental LLC. You have those notes?
So the contract for Metric Environmental LLC is to provide services related to the closed. They're going to provide professional environmental services at the closed Gary Sanitary Landfill. The term of the contract, it would start today and go through November 26th of this year, but it's subject to either earlier termination or extension if necessary. They would be paid a grand total of $62,000 for these services, and they will provide detailed invoices. So it's a necessary service, and thus I move that we approve this contract with Metric Environmental LLC.
Second.
It's been moved and properly second to approve the professional service contract for Metric Environmental to provide to provide vegetation management, transaction screenings, evaluations, air quality inspections, addition to general public outreach, lead pipe removal, fact sheet technical support, and the closure of the Gary Sanitation Landfill to not exceed $62,000. Any additional discussion?
No.
I'll add that the contract we were waiting on. The reason why it was unfinished business is that we had to ensure the QC12 and QC40 were signed by the finance department, which they have been obtained, and the funds are there and the cash balance is available. The effective date is from will go until 11/26 of 2024 to complete the services. This is via the Office of Sustainability Environmental Affairs, are responsible for these professional services. No additional discussion. At this time, roll call vote.
Member Green,
Yes.
Member Allen,
Yes.
Secretary Morgan,
Yes.
Vice President Dumas.
Yes.
Mr. Vice President, we have 4 in favor, 0 opposed.
With 4 in favor, 0 opposed, the professional services contract for Metric Environmental LLC has been approved. At this time, we'll move forward with our agenda. Do we have any new business? Oh, sorry. I'll have to go back. I missed one of the retirement notices that was not attached. So going back to the fire department, Chief Larry E. Tillman, correspondence under the fire department, was an additional retirement notice. He respectfully submits the request for retirement of Engineer Thomas G. Bobar. Engineer Bobar began his employment with the Gary Fire Department on December 17th, 1991, totaling 32 years and 7 months of service. He retired from his position effective July 18th, 2024. Attaches all of the proper documentation and notary of said documentation. At this time, I'll entertain a motion to accept the retirement of Engineer Thomas G. Bobar.
So moved.
Second.
It's been moved and properly second. Any additional discussion?
Just that we thank Engineer, it's Bogart,
Bober?
Bober. I'm
B-O-B-E-R. If I said that correctly.
sorry. Bober.
Yeah.
So thank you, Engineer Bober, for your 32 plus years of service to the city of Gary. And we hope you have a long and enjoyable retirement.
Thank you. Having no additional discussions, roll call vote.
Member Green, Member Allen,
Yes.
Secretary Morgan,
Yes.
Vice President Dumas.
Yes.
Mr. Vice President, we have 4 in favor, 0 opposed.
4 in favor, 0 opposed. We accept the retirement notice of Engineer Thomas G. Bober, who has served 32 years and 7 months with the Gary Fire Department. At this time, we'll move forward with no additional new business. Seeing none, we'll move. Trent, do we have any online public comment?
No, there are no comments.
Thank you. I currently don't see any signed in, but as always, we offer for anyone who would like to offer public comment to feel free to come up to the mic and do so. Having none, at this time, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Moved and properly second, meeting adjourned.